Hello there, the Kansas Cityans. How are you doing? It's time to get you an exclusive April reading. Exclusive! Try to bring forth a better understanding to the main monthly reading. Something like that. Take that however it resonates. Anyway, you know the dealio, man. Before we get into it, I gotta talk about the description of the video, okay? In the description of the video, you will find information on scheduling personal readings, which includes how to get a hold of me. That includes pricing for the different personal readings. Okay, also 2222 live mini readings. Don't forget about that. That's on my second channel. Information for that is in the description as well, along with how to get discounts on Alpha Brain and all that good stuff. Okay. All that's in the description, man. Take a look and read through all that stuff very carefully, all right? I still have at least no less than 1 or 2 people a day who hit me up in either my Facebook or my Instagram and ask me a question that's in the description of the video. So, anyway, let's see what we got here. Kansas Cityans, what else can we tell you for April? Month of April 2020, Kansas Cityans. Stick around to the end of the video. We will roll the sign selector and see who is next. Okay. Ooh, the world card. I love it, dude. All right. So, invitation only to a new cycle. Invitation. A lot of people hear that word new cycle and get excited. And then when they're faced with the things that come along with a new cycle, they're like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that, you know? That's uncomfortable. It's a new cycle. That's the point. That's the way it works. It's uncomfortable. Your growth happens outside of your comfort zone. It's a new cycle, okay? Not an old cycle. Too many people like to stay in that little comfort bubble, and you are invited to step outside of it for a while. And for a lot of you, it's not invitation only, okay? There's some of you, though, I know, who are going to fight and fight and fight and fight and fight to go back to old cycles, okay? And if that resonates with you, if you're one of those people who here in the upcoming months of 2020 are going to fight to go back to old cycles, if you can't tell that the universe is pretty much pushing you into a new cycle, I don't know what to tell you. It's a lost cause. It's kind of a lost cause at this point. It's very evident that a new cycle is the only way to go now. Anyway, let's get 6 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 3 more. Canadians, boom, 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 bam! Ooh, the 8 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, 8 of Swords. Somebody's ignoring the truth here. There's a very, okay, all right, I got news for you, look. Let me retract my statement. I said invitation only. It's not invitation only, okay? You are being invited to walk through the threshold of the new doorways yourself, okay? But if you don't, guess what? It's gonna happen for you, whether you like it or not. It's gonna happen for you, okay? Some of y'all could be dealing with a Sagittarius. I also have Capricorn here. But this is a very, very unhealthy connection that you have with this person. Very unhealthy. Could also be an Aries that you're dealing with. It's very unhealthy, okay? And time's up, okay? Time's up. This connection is too unhealthy. It's time to go, okay? Again, you're being invited. The universe is like, okay, here's the door. And I have a feeling that with this new cycle card, there's some of you here who have repeated this cycle over and 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 over, man. And the universe will let you do that and let you play that game for a while, okay? And there's some of you who have been going through this cycle, repeating the same things over and over and over, over and over and over and over. But eventually, the universe says, okay, You have T-minus 15 seconds to walk through the doorway of this new cycle here, okay? 10. You know what I'm saying? Because it's coming, boy, it's coming. Time's up. Anyway, though, the underlying energy here is, see, here's the thing, though. It is going to relieve a big, major stress, okay? But yes, new stresses are going to be added on to that, okay? That's just duality. That's just the way it works. Now, we are shifting into lighter dimensions now, okay? We're shifting into lighter dimensions. As long as you allow yourself to see it, you will see it, okay? So it's not like what takes its place is going to be a big burden, but anyway, I think the person you're dealing with here is giving up the fight. Giving up the fight, man. They're throwing in the white towel. It could be another water sign, another Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. It doesn't have to be, though. But I think that they're pretty well closed off, and they don't really have a whole lot of emotion left to give. And I don't really know if you do either. I don't really see a whole lot of lovey-doveyness happening here. The only cup card that you have is the Queen of Cups, and she's in the reverse, okay? Right next to the Temperance in the reverse. The person you're dealing with is very out of whack, very out of balance. And yeah, I know that's kind of general and vague there. Let me go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and skip out of this spread right here and look at the person you're dealing with, because I don't really feel like that was enough details. Even though these are general readings, I still like to get a little bit more detail than that. A little bit more detail than that. That jumped out quick. The Death card. All right. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Scorpio. But again, the death energy is allowing the old cycle to come to an end so that the new cycle can begin. That's what the death energy is about. Let's get 5 shuffles in. 1, 2, 3, 2 more. Person that Cancer's dealing with, universe. Look a little bit more into them. Empress reverse could be a Taurus, but again, I feel like that could be an Aries. There's that Emperor card. Yeah, they're walking away. They're walking away, but they're having a difficult time making that transition. They're very, very nervous about this, but I think they're doing it anyway, okay? Deanna, thank you for that super chat. Appreciate it. I think they're doing it anyway, okay? 8 of Cups, the Death card. 8 of Cups, the Death card, and the 5 of Pentacles. They are going to go ahead and, again, it's a done-dollar. But it's not easy. It's not easy, okay? This is a very difficult decision that they have to make. Okay, this is still going through their mind. They're still like, they don't want you to know, okay? I think that for the most part, with the Emperor and the King of Wands in the reverse, they want you to feel like that they are like really, really cool with this. And just really like, yeah, it's all good and well. But trust me, they're not. No, they're not. Okay? They just feel like that you all are not going to grow, not going to expand. They've been breathing life into this dead rose that is, it's just not happening, man. It's not, you know? Well, shit. Let's see. Oh, what am I going to read here? I may just kind of leave this up to the universe, this spread right here, kind of like a freestyle, but I'm really curious as to what you're going to do moving forward. Like, I usually kind of leave that free, you know, like new things coming in, old things coming back. You're going to fix this. I'm going to do a timelines moving forward spread for my Cancers. Timelines moving forward. Bam! Knight of Swords in the reverse. Some of y'all might block communication with this person. Let's get 6 shuffles. 1, 2. How y'all doing, man? 3. 3 more shuffles. Whoa. So this is probably where we're going to go off on some kind of a tangent here. I don't know, though. I don't know. I'm not really feeling like the need for it, y'all. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I don't really feel like the need to do a whole bunch of preaching in this video. Moving forward, that world card again. Time's up. So I don't really feel like the need to do a whole lot of preaching in this video here, Cancers. And the reason being is because, all right, when I do what I do best, which those of you who don't know, I'm going to go ahead and give you just a real quick, I'm going to divert away from the subject matter for just a second so I can explain something. Tarot, the tarot is something that and to make it short and sweet, manifested into a very successful career by doing nothing but checking vibrational energy is all I was really learning tarot for, okay? But I am primarily a life coach and a law of attraction expert, and have been this whole time. A lot of people have just heard me starting to talk about these things here very recently and think that this is something new. No, this is nothing new. I've been on that path since long before I could tell you the first thing about a tarot card. So having said that, when I do the preaching that I'm doing, the reason that I do that is because you were brought to me, Dragon Moose, thanks for that super chat. You were brought to me for a reason, okay? This is what lured you in. I'm checking your vibration, the vibrations that are influencing you in the current moment. The real message here is the teachings, the life coaching, the teachings. That's my real job. Okay, my tarot card reading, I'm not primarily a tarot card reader. I don't claim to be, okay? That's my second job, to read tarot cards. My primary job is I'm a life coach, more than anything, okay? Now, with where we are in the game here, not really a whole lot of preaching I need to do. Because this is what happens where when it gets to the point to where you won't listen, where you think you're going to outsmart the universe, where you think you're going to, and oh dude, I've been there and done it too. I've been there and done this a million times. You think you can outsmart the universe, you think you can manipulate the universe, you think you can compromise, and well, maybe that universal law won't work if I do it this way, or maybe it's different for me, because I'm different, you know. No. Tanisha, thank you for that super chat, appreciate it. No, it's not the way it works. Okay, so now at this point, there's no point in me even saying anything because time's up. Time's up. I don't need to do any preaching. I've done all the preaching. Those of you who have been watching me, you know the details. Now it's time to, put your seatbelt on, basically. Put your seatbelt on and buckle up, motherfucker. You know what I mean? That's where we're at now. I don't really need to do a whole lot of lecturing here. Maybe later on down the line, but for this one, time's up, okay? The ride's taking off. So, moving forward, again, new cycle time in the heart of the spread right here. You really don't want to take a new leap of faith, but I don't know, man. It's again, time's up. So whether you have faith or not, the universe is going to push you off. Push you over the ledge, okay? Some of y'all could be doing pretty good financially, though. Money could be looking decent for you here in the next several weeks. Okay? Again, what did I talk about? How many of you out there are using this time off work and perceiving this as an opportunity maybe to start a little side hustle online? Maybe start a little online business, I don't know about anybody else, but I have been preparing myself energetically for these types of situations for several years now. And now I'm pretty well set. And I don't say that to brag because that doesn't make me special. I'm no more special than you. Okay? I didn't do anything that you can't do. People out there call people like me gifted, No, we're not. If you take a big flock of birds and raise them, clipping their wings their whole life in a cage, and that one bird says, no, fuck you, you're not clipping my wings, fuck this cage, and then it gets out of the cage and starts flying, all the other birds are going to think that bird's gifted. Oh my God, he has the gift of flight. No. See what I'm saying? That's the only difference between me and you is I said, fuck the man. So, anyway, I digress. Let's get 6 shuffles in. 1, 2, 3. 3 more. By the way, this bird right here has been telling you everything you need to do to get out of that cage and fly. That's what I teach you to do. That's all I've been doing. That's my job. That's my job. I'm teaching you how to get out of the cage and fly. Bam! Chariot reversed. Okay, so new things are coming in right here, but you don't trust the process, okay? Because you're outside of your comfort zone right now. I understand that that is a big water sign challenge. I totally get it, okay? Totally get it. You don't like to be uncomfortable. You experience emotions a little bit differently than some other signs. Okay, I get it. I get it, but I got news for you. That's where your growth happens, is outside of your comfort zone. Okay? Outside of your comfort zone. Right now, you feel like doorways are closed, and they are. Old doorways are closed. Old doors are closing and new doors are opening. Okay? And again, a lot of us are, whether it's healthy or not, whether it's a good thing or not, actually most of the time it's not. You don't need to be in a healthy situation to be addicted to it, okay? So we were hooked on these old ways of doing things that now, like, it was okay to run through those old cycles before. It was okay to run through and do things the old way of doing them before. And now you're forced. You're forced now to make that decision. Okay, you have to. You have to. I'm going to title this video, Time's Up. Time's Up, okay? New things are coming in, but the key is the Eight of Swords in the reverse in the heart of the spread right here. You're going to have to open your eyes and look, because they're not in the places that you've been looking. They're not in the places that you would normally look. They're not going to come from the places of the people that you would normally be around, okay? New things are coming in. That's what new cycles are all about. A lot of people don't get that. That's what I was saying at the beginning of the video. New cycles are all about new things, and like I say all the time, you can't create something you've never had with your analytical thinking brain. The only thing your brain is and your memories are a record of the past. The only thing that you can do with a record of the past is keep creating more of what you've experienced in the past. And obviously what you've experienced in the past has not worked, or else you wouldn't be here now, would you? So that's why you're going to have to open up your eyes and start looking around. As these new things are coming in, you just don't see them yet. You just don't see them yet. You're going to have to start mingling with people you probably wouldn't normally mingle with. You're going to have to start maybe throwing away some of your old belief systems that have kept you safe and sound your entire life, okay? And formulate new belief systems, okay? But I see throughout the month of April, it looks like you're struggling with that. You're struggling. Again, it's not that new things aren't coming in, it's that you're not seeing them. It's all about opening your eyes. The month of April, Cancer, is about opening your eyes to, oh, there's more to this life than I thought. Well, now let's, one more time, I guess, take a look at potential for reconciliation with the past person. Maria, thanks again for that super chat. Potential for reconciliation with the past person. Just for shits and giggles. Let's see. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. Boom. Oh, some of y'all could be dealing with a Virgo. It doesn't have to be the Hermit in the reverse. Don't know how I feel about that yet. 4 shuffle. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Queen of Swords reversed. Ooh. Hey, there's that 10 of Pentacles again. Again, I think some of y'all could be doing okay with money. But if you attempt to reconcile with the past person, which some of you will, is the only reason I'm doing this. I mean, I know damn good and well there ain't no reconciling with the past person. With what all those other cards said right there, I know. But I know that there are some of you who are going to say, no, fuck those universal laws. My emotions are the only thing that matters. So I'm going to go, again, and try to twist shit around and manipulate things to go the way I want them to go. And that's fine, those of you who are going to go do that. If that doesn't resonate with you, don't worry about it. If that pisses you off, then that's Probably a sign that the shoe fits. I piss people off all the time, and I don't give a fuck, okay? Anyway, Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse, okay? Right now, the cycle between you and this individual is complete, okay? You will be back on the karmic wheel if you attempt to do this, okay? Now, let's talk about karma. I have to go on a little bit of a spiel, okay? I didn't think I was going to go on a tangent, but I'm going to go on this one, okay? This is one of my favorites. Karma. Karma, that's one of the most bastardized phrases in the entire spiritual community. And there's a small handful of us out there that are doing the best we can to set the record straight on what karma is, okay? Here's what karma is. The only way to give a blanket statement for what karma is simply this. It didn't work in the last lifetime, so we're trying it this time. That's it. That's it, okay? For whatever reason. Some people, yes, are paying back a debt, okay? But if you're paying back something that you did wrong in a past life, there is no power greater than you twisting your arm, forcing you to pay that back. If you're paying back a karmic debt, that's your choice. You're the one who chose to come pay it back, and you can cut that contract anytime you want, okay? Karma is not this little invisible force that sits around on your shoulder who goes around and kicks people's ass that you disagree with. No. Okay, if somebody comes along and you perceive them as a bad person, you don't agree with them, you think they're an asshole, you think they did something wrong, that does not mean this little force named Captain Karma is going to go kick their ass for you. That's not the way it works. Okay, if you and another person come together and you experience something not good, if something bad, if they do something bad to you, okay, you part ways. What that person goes off and experiences is none of your fucking business. Your only concern is how did I attract that person into my life? This is where people start getting defensive. This is where people start getting pissed off. And hey, if what I'm talking about right now pisses you off, you're the one I'm talking to. You're the one I'm talking to, okay? Because you need to know this. Your only concern whenever something happens in your life, and I'm not downplaying anything that anybody experiences, okay? But your only concern is how did I attract that? How did I attract that? That's your only concern. That's your only concern, okay? Now, I know, again, there's going to be some people who get all pissed off over that, and that's fine. Again, I don't give a fuck. That's the most empowering information that you could ever receive, okay? Because let's say your car is broken down. You need to figure out how it works first before you can fix it, right? Don't you need to figure out how the car runs? Now, attraction and manifestation isn't something that you start doing. That's the one thing a lot of people are confused about. They think, oh, okay, well, I didn't attract that. Law of attraction is something I start doing. No, 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 no. Attraction and manifestation is something that is happening all the time. All day, every day, and has been your whole life, okay? And just for the people who want to say, well, what about things that happen to little kids, okay? Well, before you incarnate as a human, you have to agree to a specific programming. You have to agree to a specific programming, okay? So you choose your parents, you choose your siblings, you choose your friends as a child, and you choose all the things that are going to happen to you because that sets the energetic pathway moving forward that you agree to. Okay? You have to. That's the only way to do this. That's what makes this game so intense. The challenge is, can you remember the plan? Can you be programmed? Can you be programmed this way and remember the plan? Can you do it? That's the challenge. Most entities say, whatever, bullshit, I won't fall for that game. And then you get down here and you realize it was more intense than you thought, wasn't it? So that, for those of you who every time you say that, well, what about things that happen to little kids? That's part of it. That's part of it, because the attraction process, bam, starts right away. You have to agree to be programmed a certain way and experience certain things as a little kid that set your vision forth. You see what I'm saying? What you do is you start figuring out how you attract what you're attracting. And guess what? Guess what it leads to? Things that happened when you were a little kid. Okay? And the more you spiritually awaken, the more you realize you agreed to the whole fucking thing before you got here. Oh, yes, you did. Oh, yeah, you did. Oh, yup. Mm-hmm. That's what we're talking about doing here. So that's your only concern, is how did I attract that? If that person, if you come together with somebody, they do you wrong, and then they go off and trip and fall and bust their head, that didn't happen to them. Karma didn't come kick their ass for you, dumbass. That person went off and attracted something bad because they are in a low vibrational state. There are too many of you out there who are too concerned about judging what other people are attracting. That's none of your fucking business. Your only business is, what did I attract? How did I attract that? And that process never stops. I still do it on a daily basis. How am I attracting this? How am I manifesting this? Okay? Anybody out there who's pointing fingers saying, this is what you're attracting, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. You are not a fucking guru. You're not a guru. Okay? A true guru doesn't go around and tell somebody, this is what you attracted and this is what you need to do. No. Nope. A true guru, at the end of the day, says, how did I manifest that? And that's the only thing I can tell you. That's what you need to do. Say, how did I manifest that? Because yes, you did. It's not, I wonder if I did. It's, yes, I did. How did I manifest that? You ask that question enough, you'll get the answer. And yes, it'll be uncomfortable. It'll be uncomfortable as fuck. But guess what? Once you figure it out, and you have that little heart-to-heart with yourself, and you say, oh, yeah, okay, well, I guess I'm not the poor, pitiful little victim I thought I was. I've been working against myself and in my own way this whole time. Okay, well, that's kind of embarrassing. That doesn't feel very good. But, all right, I'm going to make an effort to start working on this. Okay, and once you make that decision and start working on that and start undoing that vibration, then those old things that you were attracting into your life, all of a sudden, they're nowhere to be found anymore. Why is it that I could have swore everybody was like this? Now I haven't seen a person like that at all since I started working on this thing. Like, poof, they don't even make their way into they don't even hit my radar, these kinds of people. That's the way it works. It's like two ships passing in the night. You don't even realize it. You don't have to consciously do anything. All you have to consciously do is work on yourself and your own vibration, okay? Anyway, strange reading, I won't lie, but that's what came through, so I feel like that was your all's message, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I hope that resonated for everybody. But if it did not, which it will not, check your moon, your rising, and your Venus. But even if it did not, I hope everybody watching this, Cancers, cross-watchers, and people that just like listening to my big loud mouth, at least heard one thing in this video that they could use to apply in their day-to-day life and actually witness real results happen, okay? Positive ones. That's my real job here in this life and here on YouTube, okay? I will turn your attention again to the description of the video if you would like information on how to schedule a personal reading, okay? And yes, my readings do include non-tarot related questions, okay? I need to start making that a very strong point. This is the first time I'm announcing this publicly. Yes, my readings, when you come to me for a reading, some of the questions you ask me, I don't necessarily have to pull a tarot card for every question you ask me. A lot of people ask me law of attraction questions. A lot of people ask me, how do I manifest my relationship? And I'm more than happy to tell you the real secrets, the real formula to manifestation, attraction, and vibration, okay? So anyway, though, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I greatly appreciate everybody that tuned in with the likes and the comments and the super chats and all that good jazz. I'll see y'all sometime. Oh, I forgot. Almost forgot. Woo. Thanks, little voice in my head. Dude, I was this close, man. I was about to end the video. Ooey, shooey, dooey, looey. Okay, that's Cancer. All right, so far we have done Cancer, Virgo, and Sagittarius. Boom! Let's see who's next. Scorpio. My Scorpios are next. Anybody know a Scorpio? Tell them to tune in. Their reading is next. Thanks, my moderators, for showing up. I greatly appreciate you. Now, I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity, okay?